Hi there! Every kid is different, every child is unique, and parents should do their best in order to raise them properly and make them better versions of themselves eventually. But there are kids out there who are truly extraordinary. They have some exceptional abilities, or they look extremely unusual. Let's have a look at those kids, guys. This is Zhang Zhu. She lives in China, and she's the tallest 11-year-old girl in the world. She is currently in the 6th grade. When she was only 6, her height was 5 feet 3 inches. In this video, she is 11, and her height is 6 feet 10 inches. Zhang looks a lot different from her classmates. She even has a special kind of chair they made for her so she could feel more comfortable. It's interesting because both of her parents are 6 feet high, which isn't very typical for Chinese people. Zhang likes to play basketball, and her favorite player is James LeBron, whose height is 6 feet 9 inches. Currently, 12-year-old Sophie Hollins is in the Book of World Records for being the tallest 12-year-old. She is 6 feet 2 inches, but Zhang's parents already contacted the Guinness people and sent them information about their girl. When Junior COX-NOON was only 9 weeks, his little tiny head was entirely covered with long hair. His mom dries his hair with a fan each time after he had a bath. There's just too many hair. And every time they go out to buy some food, people stop by the boy to check out and admire his wonderful hair. When kids are born, it's alright to have a little bit of fluff on top. But when Junior was born, nurses started calling him Teddy Bear. His 32-year-old mom, Chelsea Nunn, said that the boy was born with a lot of hair right away. But when they had a bath for the first time, she realized that her son is really hairy. By the way, some people used to say that sooner or later the boy will have less hair. But Chelsea says that for the past 2 months, not a single hair dropped from his head. What's more, they continue to grow. Wonder how the boy will look like in 2 years. OLIVIA Farnsworth lives with her parents in England. A lot of people know her as Bionic Girl. She confused a lot of doctors, and she scared the hell out of her mother when she got hit by a car. A thing like that would probably kill any other kid, but OLIVIA never died, and it didn't even hurt her much. She wasn't scared when the accident happened. She just stood up and went away like everything was normal. She just came up to her mother confused, asking what was going on. After the incident, geneticists got interested in her case. They studied the girl and turned out that her 6th chromosome was missing. This genetic mutation lets her go without sleep, never feel pain, hunger, or thirst. Many people would probably think that it's like superpowers, but unfortunately that's not the case. OLIVIA requires constant control and attention because she's completely devoid of feeling of fear. She can burn herself with hot water and never even feel that. She takes special pills that let her sleep, and it took her a few years to get used to regular food. Apart from that, OLIVIA is a very healthy and clever girl. She's like other kids, although she requires more attention and usually needs more time to adapt. VIRSAVIYA BORUN is a truly unique kind of girl. She was born with a rare condition that caused her heart to form outside of her chest. It's hard to imagine such a thing until you actually see it. VIRSAVIYA was born in Russia, but then moved with her mom to South Florida. Her heart is of the size of her fist, and you can actually see it beating right under her skin. Her intestines are also in there. VIRSAVIYA needs to be very careful. Any sudden fall or hit can lead to serious damage and eventually make her heart stop. When she was born, doctors thought the girl will never make it, but she lived. She grew up, and till this day she feels completely fine. Although her first years were quite difficult. Her heart is only protected by a thin layer of skin. Despite that, she does sports and she's generally very active. She looks like a little cutie, but inside, this girl is a true warrior. Maybe Samaya CLARK-GABRIEL looks like a small girl, but thanks to intense basketball training, she can be considered a real master. Just take a look at what she is capable of. This girl is certainly a future champion. People ask her to various shows to show her phenomenal skills with the ball. You can see her at NBA game breaks and other events like that. It is pretty hard to figure out this girl's age. Looking at her pretty face, we see a little kid, but when we look at her body, it feels like we're looking at a woman, a relatively grown-up woman. This makes it almost impossible to figure out her age. This girl's name's Alexandra Zhang, and thanks to her looks and social media, she got pretty popular. So she's 14 right now and she wants to be a model in the near future, although she already gets quite a lot of offers from various companies. This is Mohammed KALEEM. Each of Mohammed's hands weighed over 18 pounds. His mother said that the boy always had large palms, ever since he was born. Slowly but surely they grew quite a bit. Mohammed was even forced to quit school. His unusually large hands were the result of local gigantism, the kind of condition the boy suffered from ever since he was born. KALEEM couldn't hold forks and spoons. He couldn't write or draw. His life was full of restrictions. Because his hands grew so enormously big, his parents were afraid that he wouldn't be able to live a normal life back in their native India. They performed an operation on his right hand to make it smaller. Today we can see that his palms are much smaller than they used to be. After all, he was a boy with the biggest palms in the world once. The boy can now write, he can eat and hold things in his hands. Despite the fact that therapy went well, KALEEM's neighbors somehow think that is a child of a devil and that he was cursed because of the things his parents did when they were young. Neighbors don't want the boy to come back. However, the head of the village said that the boy can come back if he wants to, and that he has a right to live a good life in the village. These pics look like they were brushed with Photoshop, but those are actually raw. 15-year-old Fu WENGUI from Beijing has a kind of congenital disorder. He's got 3 more cervical vertebrae than usual people. He's got 10 instead of 7, and his neck is almost double the size of a neck of a regular person. And it's far from being okay, because the thing about his neck is that it makes him feel severe pain. Sometimes he feels like he can hardly walk. They will soon remove the extra ones, and the boy will be able to finally live a normal life. Fu can't wait to get rid of the pain and start living a normal life of a normal kid. Most parents don't let their kids spend too much time behind the computer. Luckily for NADUB GILL, this rule does not apply in his family. His parents noticed how keen he was on information technology ever since he was little. They showed him various apps and their son got really good at this craft. At the age of 10, NADUB has become Guinness Book Record champion. He got really good at using Timetable's Rockstars app. And he was able to solve 196 mathematical problems at a time. That's 3 to 4 tasks per second. Quite impressive, isn't it? Javon Walton. There's nothing weird about boys showing interest in boxing. Although that's questionable if the boy's only 2 years old. That's when Javon Walton got interested in the art of boxing. His father was always a big fan and a boxing coach for kids, and so he made sure that his son is involved. Javon already has a lot of skills. Whatever he does, he makes sure he does it to the best of his abilities, and he always shows results. Young Boxer has a lot of followers on Instagram, and his videos on YouTube are very popular. Boxing isn't the only thing it does. This guy is a great athlete and a good actor. He played one of the major characters in Utopia TV series. Javon's role model is Muhammad Ali, and he's got a photo with Bernard Hopkins. XIANHANG is a boy with a difficult life. His entire body is covered in things that look like fish scale. It's a rare genetic disorder called ichthyosis, and it makes the boy itch all the time. The disease made his eyelids, his nose, mouth, and ears look different. It also restricts his movements. According to Foundation for Ichthyosis and Related Skin Types, every year about 16,000 kids are born with this disease. Unfortunately, doctors never came up with the remedy that would fully rid kids of the symptoms. But research definitely improved, and more kids feel somewhat better now. So, are there any unusual kids that you've heard about, guys? Maybe you're one of them. Tell me about it in the comments. I want to know. If you like this video, definitely press the like button and subscribe to Real Bizarre. Also, check out some other interesting videos from our channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.